Everybody, this is Michelle with From 9 to Thrive, and it is Transformational Thursday. Cheers to that. I have my coffee, and so I am ready to dive right into this today. I was at an event last night and I was talking to a business broker. So this gentleman helps find people who have businesses that they want to sell to people who want to buy businesses. And we started talking about this whole shift in employees, this return to work mandates that people are under, and the concept of people buying jobs, meaning I'm going to ditch my corporate job and I'm going to go buy a business and that's going to be my job. There's a lot of pitfalls to that, and we talked about some of those pitfalls. If you're not thinking outside of that employee mindset, you really have to ditch the employee mindset and start thinking like a CEO to transform yourself from employee to business owner, CEO, and beyond. So today I thought, you know what, this is a really good topic to talk about in terms of transforming our mindset, transforming you and transforming where we are in our business and what we're doing. So we need to shift the thinking that we apply to decisions that we make in our business and our day-to-day actions to embrace these opportunities, to not sit in that employee mindset and really be in that entrepreneurial CEO mindset. We call it entrepreneurial DNA. We need to discover that within ourselves. So, what is the employee mindset? Well, there's some key characteristics to it. You wait for direction. You're told what to do. Here's the team you're on. This is the project we're doing. This is our milestones. These are our deadlines. These are our check-ins. But it all has outcomes that help the company or your manager or the team. There's nothing that helps you and moves you forward. You're focusing on tasks, so you complete work rather than focusing on the outcomes or growth. I have to finish this spreadsheet. I have to finish this report. I have to do this, but it's the smaller piece, and you're not really focusing on the bigger picture. The employee mindset keeps you being very risk adverse. So you're not in a position to be taking a lot of risks. You're like, I'm good. I get a paycheck every 2 weeks or every 2 weeks or every week or whatever it is. But you're not living in a world of uncertainty. You know that paycheck's coming. You know you have benefits. You have all that. You're trading time for money. So when you go to work and you're the employee, you're getting paid for being there. And in reality, when you own your own business, there are stretches that you probably won't be paid for the work that you put in. And the employee mindset has you focusing on short-term goals versus those long-term outcomes. So does any of this sound familiar? I have to say it does to me. That's why I left running my own company and going back into corporate world, which then got me sucked in, and I'm now trying to, all these years later, try to re-escape like you. But I got tired of the uncertainty. I got tired of not having paid vacations. I got tired of everything was dependent upon me. And little did I know, now that it didn't take me very long to figure this out, but little did I know that those are what makes me thrive. Those are what really gets me up in the morning, juices me up, and says, hey, this is why you want to get up every morning and do what you do. So let's shift out of that employee mindset and let's start talking about the CEO mindset. So here's the key traits of a CEO mindset. You take ownership. You take control of your future. You take control of your decisions. Everything comes down to you. There's nobody else over here who, most of us are solopreneurs. So there's nobody sitting over here saying, let's do this. This is our task. Nope, it's all on you. And you've got to think strategically. You're going long term. Does this short term thing I'm trying to do have any impact on where I'm trying to go long term? If it doesn't, then why are we doing it? That 80-20 rule. Stick to that. Know that. And we just don't want to focus on tasks so we can check things off of a to-do list. We want to work on things that actually move our company, move us forward. We embrace risk. I know, kind of scary, huh? We embrace risk. We see these opportunities as a way to innovate, as a way to challenge us, as a way for us to learn. So we embrace the risk. We create value. We think about how we can solve problems for other people. How can I help you? Because by helping you, I get to do what I want to do. So we're creating value. We're not just throwing things up against the wall or doing things, I don't know about you, but I've had jobs where I'm doing something. And I'm like, I have no idea why I'm doing this. It's like busy work. And it's like, why do we do this? This has nothing to do with the real world. And so as a CEO mindset, you focus on tasks that actually create value. And we also invest in ourselves. We join groups like this. We read and we take workshops and we go to classes and we go to conferences that empower us and give us those tools and the lessons that we need to be able to do what we want to do better. So thinking of CEOs that you admire, go through and think about it. How do they weren't handed success. They created it by taking risks. They learned from their failures and they focused on the big picture. One of my favorite CEOs is Sarah Blakely. And, the story of how she created Spanx is just amazing to me. And the risks that she took and all those failures that she made and how she's embracing that in her new venture, which is sneaks. And I have to tell you, I want a pair of those shoes so bad. So Sarah, if you're listening, I really want a pair of those shoes. But yeah, just look at the CEOs that you admire and go, oh, I see what they did. And it's not that we're trying to copy them and do their journey, because we're all on our own journeys. But I want to take away and learn from the things that worked for her. So let's kind of contrast and compare the difference between an employee and CEO mindset. So a employee would be reactive. A CEO would be proactive. So the employee says, what do I do next? And the CEO says, what do I need to create, learn, or solve today? See the difference? The employee's waiting to be told what to do, while the CEO is saying, what do I need to create or learn or solve today? And they're looking not for somebody to tell them, they're looking for the opportunities to be proactive. So the employee looks at tasks and the CEO looks at vision. So the employee says, I'm responsible for this task. I don't know, have you ever worked for people where I only do this? This is not my responsibility. And even though I know it's not right, I'm not going to say anything. This is what I'm responsible for. That's an employee mindset. Whereas the CEO mindset says, I am responsible for the whole success of the whole project. So all of these pieces need to fit together so that we have this outcome. And if you're a solopreneur like me, that's all you. If you're lucky enough to have a team, you're team building, you're working with them, you're getting these tasks done. An employee thinks scarcity and a CEO thinks abundance. So the employee says, what if I lose my job? Whereas the CEO says, what opportunities can I create for myself? There isn't a lack of opportunities. There isn't a lack of things that you can try, do, learn, solve. It's just stepping outside of that mindset of saying, I've got to hold on to this job no matter how much I hate it. I have to hold on to this job because I don't think I'll ever replace anything like this. And then start to thinking, what other opportunities do I have? So how to start thinking like a CEO. I know we struggle with this because you have to, because I do. When we're working and we're in our 9 to 5, we have those fallback behaviors. We fall back into that employee mindset. And sometimes it's hard to make that shift over to, hey, I'm now a CEO and I'm doing my, my 5 to 9 and working on what I need to do to be a better person. So here's what we're going to do to make sure you're going to have to sometimes straddle that line, but we're trying to get you to be more in the CEO mindset. Start applying the CEO mindset to your daily job and see what a difference that makes. So let's start with this. Number one, set a clear vision. Write down what you want your business and life to look like in 1, 3, and 5 years. The CEOs think big picture. We're not thinking, here's my to-do list for the week, and then I'm done and I can go do my life. No, CEOs, let's go big picture. Set a clear vision. And in that vision, not only set what your life looks like, but your business looks like, but the whole picture. Be holistic. This is where I'm going to live. This is what my family's going to be like. Build that vision board so that you know what you're working towards. Number 2, take ownership. Stop waiting for permission. If you need permission, here, let me give you it. I now give you permission to plan your escape and be a CEO. There, you now have permission. But take ownership. Choose one thing today that moves your business forward and do it. One thing, just one thing every day. That's all you need to do. Number 3, invest in yourself. Learn new skills. Read a book. Join groups like this. Join our Facebook group. Join our Facebook community, Escape the 9 to 5 community that help you grow. Get you around people who are all on the same page, that are moving in the same direction. Let's talk about that. What books are you reading? What podcast are you are you listening to? What new skill did you learn? Did you go on to Google and get certified in AdSense? Did you get certified? Did you take a class in understanding analytics? They've switched over to G4 now. And how does that, I'm old school, so I'm still trying to learn all of G4. But I've set these goals. I want to learn this. Do I want to go in and take a formal education in it? No, but I want to learn some new skills, learn something new. AI prompts, those are also on my list. We'll talk about 2025, some new skills and things that we all want to learn, but work on that. Number 4, embrace risks. I know, scary, isn't it? I'm telling you, it is absolutely scary. But take and look at these risks, not from I could lose my job, or this could all go away, to what is the opportunity that's sitting right in front of me that I can take advantage of. Don't see the failures. Don't look at it like, oh my goodness, if this doesn't work out. No, if it doesn't work, you learn something. And what I tell a lot of my clients is fail fast, fail forward, fail fast. There's nothing worse than slowly ripping off a Band-Aid and then trying to rip that thing off, move forward. It either works or it doesn't. You've learned quickly what works, what doesn't, and then you just keep moving forward, and you fall down, you get up. The only time you actually fail is when you stop getting up. So remember, we just have to get up. CEOs grow from challenges. They're not failures. They were a challenge that you grew and learned from. And finally, 5, focus on creating value. Ask yourself, how can I solve a problem for my customers? What's one way I can add value today? What's one thing that I can do that makes my customers, my clients, feel like they were heard and seen, and that they appreciated and really dug into and became loyal to what I'm offering? Just create that value. So here's my call to action for you today. What's one thing you're going to do today to start thinking like a CEO? Let me know. Put it in the comments below. If you're scared to put it in the comments below, DM me. Just say, hey, Michelle, this is the one thing I'm going to start doing today to start thinking like a CEO. Here's what I also suggest. Head over to from9tothrive.com, from9tothrive.com, and grab and sign up for our free mini course. Over there, I'm going to walk you through, it's 7 emails of how to put together the blueprint for your escape the 9 to 5. That blueprint is your business plan. unless you win Powerball or you find a way to retire with some great income, most of us are going to have a business that provides income for us to live the life we want to live, because we all want out of that cubicle, right? We're all trying to get back out of that cubicle. All these return to work mandates, we're tired of it. We want to go live the life that we really enjoy and deserve. And we're going to earn it by being our own CEO and making those shots and calling those shots. So sign up for my mini course. It's a great way to get there. I'm there to help you along the way. So if you have questions, you can reach out. I'll walk you through it. Let's talk about it. I'm here. So remember, shifting your mindset is the first step to escaping the 9 to 5 and building the business you love. We got to shift out of that employee mindset, start thinking like a CEO. And so join our Facebook group. I throw some things over there that are a little different than what we do here. But even if you don't, that's fine. Head over to from9tothrive.com. Check out everything that we have. There's a lot of things about business and starting up businesses and mindsets and all of that. There's also a little bit of peek into my life as we travel and check out some different destinations. I'm a Disney geek, so there'll be some interesting tips over there of how to enjoy Disney as an adult. Also some cocktail recipes and how, to order some things and differences between wines and stuff. Because, escaping the 9 to 5 isn't necessarily something we're going to do tomorrow or even next week. But every day we need to escape that 9 to 5, sit in that CEO mindset, and really embrace and enjoy the journey. There is no final destination here. We're enjoying the journey, and we're doing this together. I'm Michele with From 9 to Thrive. You guys keep thriving. Let me know what you're doing. Let me know what you need help with. Put it in the comments or DM me. We'll talk to you tomorrow.